with very few extra elements in the background. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this music.
I have something to say.
Sure.
Out loud. I thought it was interesting listening to this song today. Thank you. I'm taking a page out of the Tracy book. Oh, am I not supposed to say your full name? The Tracy beep. You can beep it out.
The Tracy.
The beep beep book. I thought it was interesting. I listened to the song several times, but at one point when I was listening to it, the bridge sounded familiar to me, and I'm like, what am I hearing? What does this sound like? And it sounded like
every other bridge on Grinning Streak.
It sounded like part of the
a genuine spit take from Tracy.
Yes. But it sounded like, well, when I first heard the song, I'm like, have I already listened to this yet?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. But the bridge sounds like the bridge from 1 week, like the and I'm like, so if they're doing that on purpose as a nod to 1 week and they're being clever, then I love it. But if they're just doing something that they've always done because they always do it and they know it works and this is from our number one hit, then I was pissed. So I either was charmed or I was pissed.
Study in morality and how intent can really shape the goodness or badness of an action.
My guess is that they have go-to rap music that they fill in for Ed.
It wasn't that made it offensive for me. It was that I've heard this structure before, where the bridge is just going to be the same damn thing we play for the verse, except we just play the chords instead of going like dang 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 dang. It goes bump 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 bump. But it's like, okay, but then all you're doing is just making it more sparse and then having Ed rap over it. It's like, come on.
And you have that in all of your songs, so cut it out.
Especially because the bridges used to be my favorite parts of the song.
When Steven was in the band, the bridge was the best part of the song. I'll just say it out loud.
And I think that's what they do when they... if you've heard their ad-libs live, that's what they do.
Yes.
They pick a song. Sometimes it's one that we've come to love, like Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin, or, they would pick a song that we recognize, do just what you said, Aaron. They would then rap over it. They keep it going for a good 5 minutes, rap over it, and that gives them their base that they need to go with. And it feels like, okay, they've done this with so many songs, and so... Ed's like, okay, we're going to rap. Well, why don't we just keep this in here, sparse it down like you mentioned, and it'll sound enough different that we can then rap. I can then do my rap bit to it that I want to do. But it doesn't it doesn't make it a bridge that you naturally go, I absolutely love this. Oh my God, I got to listen to this a million times.
Yeah.
This ties everything together. No, there's not that.
I do like the bridge in this. I have fun with the bridge in this. I like this bridge better than a lot of their more recent bridges. It makes more sense than a lot more of his raps do with other songs, because at least it's sticking to the topic. But at the same time, I hear exactly what you're saying. I can have fun with this and stick to it, but and it's fun to sing along with. But it's not like it's his hardest rap to stick with. And
I think. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, go ahead.
I guess what's just so frustrating about this, and I know I've expressed a very similar sentiment probably on other songs from Grinning Streak before, so I apologize if this is repetitive. It's kind of ironic given what I'm about to say. I feel like one of the things, and I remember when I first started doing this podcast with you guys, one of the things I expressed was my delight and surprise at how all over the place the band was as far as their sound from song to song, and how diverse a sound they could have from one song to another. So to hear a band that one of the defining factors of how I thought of Bare Naked Ladies coming into this, with one of the defining factors being how broad they were and how all over the place they were and how one song could sound totally different than another. To have an album which has a defining sound and seems so, I hate to say it, but the word I guess I'm looking for is formulaic.
Yes, that's
it's just
the word.
So weird, and there's this cognitive dissonance, and I'm just like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
When I said polished, this album is polished earlier, formulaic is a better word. That is the word that I am going to now take instead of polished. Formulaic. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But even saying that, I did like the song.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a bad formula, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Let me put you another way, actually, because again, in case the guys are listening, we love you guys. And we love
you.
Yes.
We
hold you to this high standard because we love you.
I do hope that they hear this. I mean, again, this is not our most complimentary episode. There's a lot of great episodes where we sing your praises nonstop. But I mean, we try and be honest here, keeping it real.
Nuts later.
But yeah, right. But you know, I mean, the joke that my brother used to tell about Rage Against the Machine, a band that I quite enjoy, he would say, "I like their song," and it's like, I love Rage Against the Machine, but I get it.
Yes,
a lot of their songs sound the same because they have a formula, and it's like, this is the Rage Against the Machine formula, and
it totally works for them.
Yeah, and it totally works,
and it's great.
And I think that, to whatever extent, I think this formula does also work for Bare Naked Ladies. But since we have heard in the past such a great variance in their work, it's just a little frustrating to see that kind of narrow down to a fine band. And I think was it Greg? We had a guest on very recently who was talking about how like, you know, I think they found something that works for them, and I can understand that, and I can kind of like be like, okay, I get it, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know. If your favorite,
they're not living up to their potential.
If your favorite restaurant had all manner of different things, this like wonderful steak, and it had a great like vegan dish, and it had like sushi,
mac and cheese,
and then it also had a really good burger. There was nothing wrong with it. It was a very solid burger, and then they just said, you know what, we're just doing burgers from now on. You'd be a little disappointed, you know.
And I wouldn't go as often.
Right? Yeah, that's the thing. So I mean, that's
where's
all I'm
my
saying.
Sushi?
And that's a really good analogy to bring it to, because
this song is a very good burger
because they have such variety, and they do it all really well most of the time. And I'm usually right on board with them. And this album does very much feel. And maybe it's just because of the group of them that we've hit here in a row, but it does have that very much that feel that they're all sounding very much the same. And maybe it is because they've come to. I want to keep coming back to that. I think it's because they came to that point of acceptance at this point of that big loss. Because the other album before this doesn't sound like this. I haven't given Silver Ball a fair chance to listen to fully. Like I said, I've listened to bits and pieces. Fake Nudes, I think, is a bit of a recovery from this. So, and not to say I don't like the song, because once again, you will see later, I do like the song. So,
this song sounds very similar to Best Damn Friend to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Which is also
same album.
The same album.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the problem. I think, you know.
And is that the other one that what's his face wrote with Ed?
Yeah, I want to say
that
yes.
Would explain a lot.
I just saw it, and Bringing It Home.
Oh, okay.
And you know what?
But that was off of Silver Ball, though, wasn't it? Or was that not Silver Ball?
That
Bringing It Home, Fake News. Yeah, Fake News.
But here's the funny thing: do you remember the rating that we gave that one?
How
many drum machines?
Oh, that's funny.
So we definitely noticed it both times. Tyler,
there it is.
Tyler, fight the power, man. Next time they pull out a drum machine, you tell them, throw that thing in the garbage and put me on a throne, man.
That's right.
Let me play. Let my drum set go.
Yeah. As a drummer, that means a lot to me.
So around the lyrics, do we have any thoughts around the lyrics? I have a few, but I want to throw it out to you guys. What are your thoughts on the lyrics?
I didn't really pay attention. Like nothing.
It wasn't that catchy, I guess.
Well, like the melody was nice, but nothing. usually there's something that will draw me in, and because I'm a reader of lyrics, like I will read the liner notes, I will look up the lyrics online and, look for something clever. This, I didn't really feel compelled to dig in. Not to sound like I didn't do my job this week, but it was like, it is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is.
Seems like a simple little love song, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Right. It's a silly little love song, but no, seriously, like you have something like.
But it's no Paul McCartney and Wings.
Well, that's the thing. You have a song like Paul McCartney and Wings, which it is silly little love song, is a very simple song when it comes to lyrics, but it is so damn complex around all the rest of the song that you can't help but listen to it. And I love that song, and we'll listen to it a million times because it's so complex. And I keep finding something new each time, but the lyrics are really simple. I would say the lyrics are very simple in this. They're very catchy. They're very, very singable. Like, if you're trying to get a top 40 hit, this is one that I would say, yeah, this is definitely a single. You're trying to throw it out there and get this to catch fire, and I could see that. I would say it's not the smartest lyrics that Ed has ever written. He's witty, he's funny, and not today.
This is a very straightforward song. There's not too much in the realm of, wordplay. And there's, not that every song has to have that. I did like the line, "I don't know what's got a hold of me, alcohol or alchemy." That was nice. I like that.
That was a good one.
Yeah. But other than that,
I like the woes. I like the sound of the woes in the chorus.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I'm being serious.
Nice lyrics. Whoa. Did you get Joey Lawrence to write that for you?
Sorry, I'm all over the place. The lyrics are simple and they're fine, but I should have said I like the sound of the woes.
That was too. There was a lot.
It's pleasing to listen to, but it's just not.
I like it better than Best Damn Friend.
Yeah.
Well, I think the woes do. I know to back you up on that. I think it brings it up to another level because it has that extra layer behind it, and it's a beautiful layer. It's once again them doing harmonies. It's once again them adding a little bit extra to the song, and they're fun to sing to. Like that. One of the things that the Beatles did very well was they knew when to throw in those catchy backing sounds that make no sense, that aren't necessary, but they add to the feel of the song, and that's what the woes do in this song.
Yep.
Yeah, I
think this song would be even lower on the chart if those woes were not there.
Yes, agreed, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were going to say something, Arian, and I just like...
No, it's not a bad tune. It's just not...
He's disappointed. I can hear the disappointment in your voice, Aaron.
I'm sorry.
It's
just, every week we talk about a different tune, and every week, think of it this way. Having been as delighted in the past as I have by such songs as Alcohol or Aluminum or Alternative Girlfriend. Conventioneers, Brian Wilson. Knowing that knowing that there's so many goodies in the box. When you reach down and you pull out, it's like, oh, this is fine, and I mean that seriously. I'm not being sarcastic.
You keep getting the orange-covered chocolate, and it's like,
I was just going to the same thing you were going to, Michelle.
Yes.
That's why I was laughing, because I was picturing
it's like getting,
down into the chocolate box. It's like getting the orange cream.
Yes.
It's like getting
Tracy and I are right on the same wavelength. Like, ew.
And being like, I wish the old days when Steven was in Skittles and Steven gave me the lime instead of the green apple.
That's right.
Where's the dark chocolate truffle that I was promised?
It's like when they took away the light brown M&M. What are you doing? No!
My mother always told me that B&L was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So I guess one day you lose your tan M&M and you're like, no.
So I know they can't all be Brian Wilsons, but
that's right.
Every time you reach in, you're like, oh, what could this be? And then, I've very, very rarely been disappointed. I've very rarely been genuinely like, oh, no, I don't like this song. So that's saying something, especially given all the songs we've covered already and how many we have to go. It's a good song. It's certainly if I really don't listen to the radio because if you already knew I was pretentious douchebag. I haven't owned cable television for 20 years. I'm one of those people. I admit it. I'm one of those people. I don't listen to the radio, but if I did and the song came on, I would not change the channel. You know?
No, it's
right. Fun. It's nice. Like, this is a song that's on the radio in